Candace Owens is such a fraud, and here's why. Years before we knew who she was, she had an incident with white men and she sued for racism. And she won. Now she has put on a cape and changed team, and she is a champion for white supremacy. White Lives Matter was in an uproar when we wore Black Lives Matter t-shirts when black lives were being killed by the police officers. And we seen George Floyd being choked out by a police officer that was Caucasian. Now we have Candace Owens over here doing more caping. And I heard an interview where she brought up that black schools do worse than white schools. But she gave you the white answer that we don't pay attention in school and we are distracted. Well, Candace, what about the black answer? We don't have the resources. We don't have the books. So what about that? That shouldn't be held into account. We should just blame black people. She never answers. What she do is she sticks something up there and she use crafty words for uneducated people and she makes you believe it true by using trigger words like, I'm telling you, it's true. That's a fact. That's her fact. It's not real in the real world where white supremacy really exists and we have laws to keep us from getting ahead. And she knows this. But what does a 304 do? They will put on their cape and work for the winning team. Now, if black people come back in power, watch how these people switch back over. It's all about race and power, and the white man is winning the race, so this is what you'll see in the future. Malcolm X has warned us about these type of people, double agents who play both sides because they are black and they use their skin to draw us in. The Obama effect. Obama did absolutely nothing for us, and we voted for him. He actually messed up the country and told us to put our boots on or pull up our bootstraps while we were suffering, while he does things for Asians. And his next buddy, Joe Biden, is on the same agenda like the Democrats because they are the same people. Both parties are evil. None of them love black people. But the thing is this, you side with the people that will bring economic surplus to all of you people or economic growth to all individuals. And that was Trump because he kept those jobs in America so our kids can have an education through industry which supports education, but most of it has moved overseas. But Candace won't tell you that because you're uneducated and she talks down to your level so she can draw you in, which is a devilish tactic. This woman is a devil. Then she will go all out on R. Kelly, but never make any videos about the Catholic Church or Jewish priests, who are the holiest of all holiest men and held into high regards, but are one of the biggest molesters on this planet, hiding behind righteousness. So where is Candace? Where's Candace for the Bill Clinton and the Jeffrey Epstein saga, where all these girls named these people from Maria Farmer to the Dufresne girl who have created a list, and there's a list that Jeffrey Epstein himself kept with these important people that he was blackmailing, and the list disappeared. Where's your bravery for that, Candace Owens, you brave woman? There's no bravery. All there is protection from white supremacy who holds her up. This woman is the same as Black Lives Matter. And they're co-opting us with these people that they put in front of us who aren't our leaders. Vet these people, just like Kamala Harris. Tough on crime against black people. Joe Biden, tough on crime against black people. He set the crime bill, but Trump is the racist when Trump freed people for the very laws that Joe Biden set. We are a sad group of people and we will never rise because you know why? We are waiting on the Bible and we are waiting for saviors outside of us. We are the savior. You as an individual thinking in terms of our progress, what these people always block. When we try to go ahead, they come at us. We started FBA, Foundational Black Americans, for black people to have their own identity in the groups of other. Other people are tribal, but when we set up a tribe, everybody comes at us. Jamaicans come to America and hold up Jamaican flags, Haitians, and so on and so forth. Soon as we get it and we start representing our identity, the world comes at us. John Henry Clark told us we have no friends. Look at Africans. They come over here and say they are doing better. How? We've been here for years. We are doctors and lawyers in America and in Africa. Nigeria has a shortage on doctors, and they're trying to tell us how they're doing great. But the country isn't educated. So won't they go home and educate their own people? They're sellouts, just like Candace Owens, and they come over here and block our movement. We want reparations. They saying we shouldn't. Jamaicans and all these other people. And notice something, the movie industry, all tethers from other countries. Most of the politicians that are in position are either lesbians or are on the team of white supremacy. Just read their actions and look at Kanye. They are the biggest flip-floppers, just like Candace Owens and the rest of the black people, including Oprah Winfrey. Their job is to stop our progress. They fight reparations, but don't have any smoke for the Holocaust. They don't have any smoke for migrants from the Ukraine and Venezuela coming over here, taking our resources. Show me a country that let us come over there and open the door and roll out the red carpet. You won't find none. But it's only because stupid Americans don't protect their borders and let everybody else in. This is a shame, and it shows how we are minority thinkers and we will never grow up. We have 400 years of history who showed us how coons operate and the actions of them, and we still fall victims to white people who hold themselves up as a moral race but have murdered everybody they encountered. We have the Bible that tells us God only helps those who help themselves. White people have the land and we have a religion and are starving to death. Now tell me, who's the fool? Wake up, black people.